every drop, every taste on the tip of my tongue. Bend my nail, bite my thumb. Evidence won't clear my name. Baby, in your presence will be so forever. Until the moment when I rest my eyes shut. Now I'm ready. I'll do anything. I'm not asking to save mine through the perfect strength. 10,000 days on the line. Days won't clear our names. Oh, baby, it's our last kiss. We'll last forever. That's the moment when I rest my eyes shut. Now I'm praying. Yeah, the only answer's what we've always wanted. Ooh, and we hold it till there's nothing else can let us down. The only answer's what we've always wanted. Oh, 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 oh. The only answer's what we've always wanted. Yeah, when we hold it till there's nothing else can let us down. The only answer's what we've always wanted. Oh, oh, oh.
It's over! Top shelf where Mama hides the cookies! Here come the Buffalo Sabres!
Welcome, everybody, to I'll Hang Up and Listen, brought to you by Fatty Beer Company, Western New York's premier market and tap room with 8 different Western New York locations and over 300 beers to choose from. Make sure you get over to Fatty Beer up there in the corner. One of Western New York's only kid and dog friendly bars, open 7 days a week from 11:30 a.m. till 10:30 p.m. and later. And of course, they have live music, entertainment, and trivia at all 8 locations all week long. Buffalo Go Apparel at Buffalo Go Co. on Instagram and Twitter, buffalogo.com. They have some of the best options for all of your Buffalo sports apparel needs, whether it's your shirts, your hats, your hoodies. They have everything available to you. They have our merchandise there now. If you want to get your hands on, since this team stinks, you can remember the team. You can remember past great teams. Get your hands on the Dominic Hasek goated snapback hat, the Letterman 39, available at buffalogo.com. The RJ hat, very similar, has the headset instead of the helmet on the side. Two-tone hat available in blue and gold and red and black. And, of course, the GOAT Hasek shirt, long sleeve, and hoodie available. Check out their Eclipse wear for the April 8th Eclipse. A lot of cool stuff there at Buffalo Go Co. on Instagram and Twitter. At Fatty Beer on Instagram and Twitter, fattybeer.com. Sabres lose 3-0 in a must-win game. Go 0 for 6 on the power play. And to add insult to injury, to rub salt in the wound, their fans, obviously, when we knew their fans were going to take over our arena, especially with Matthews chasing 60, they were going to fill out that arena. But tonight, like on obviously the ESPN broadcast, that's all you heard about. Oh, this is like a Leafs home game. Oh man, Leafs filled the floor bowl. You hear the Go Leafs goal chant loud and proud. Don't hear Sabres fans. Everything about it was so fucking annoying, but they had insult to injury. There's a melee at the end. No matter who stars, doesn't matter. Your alleged future captain gets bullied. I think it might have been by Bertuzzi. I can't remember who it was. And nobody drops a fucking glove. I think the after the whistle Twitter handle, they put out a funny tweet on it. Brought to you by Gorilla Glue, because their gloves were glued to their hands. I don't understand it. Where is the toughness? Where is the grit? Where is the passion and the love for each other that you guys claim to have? They were swinging at him with their gloves still on. Like, how embarrassing is that? Insult to injury. You got fucking fans with 60 balloons in the stands. Fans with 60 written on their fucking chests. Fans with shirts spelling out Matthews behind your bench. How embarrassing that is on a national fucking stage. And you can't even stand up for each other. You can't even stand up for each other. Where are the days of this, guys? Huh? Remember those days? You remember those days where you stood up for each other because you loved each other on and off the ice? How they claim to love each other on and off the ice? But yet your captain, your alleged future captain, gets bowled over there during that bowl over, but he's getting bullied around. And nobody, Jordan Greenway was on the fucking ice. He's 6'6". Owen Powers on the fucking ice. 6'6". These guys are 250 plus pounds, and they do nothing. Literally nothing. Nothing. The gloves glued to their fucking hands. Do something. Show like you have a fucking pulse. And then Dylan Cousins has the nerve. I wish I could pull up the tweet. The nerve. When asked about the Toronto fans, the nerve to say, oh, it was quite something. It sure was something. Would be cool if our fans traveled like that for us. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me, Dylan Cousins? The guy who can't buy a goal? The guy who had 30-plus goals last night? Got over $7 million a year contract in the offseason? And you're going to tell us, oh, it sure would be nice if we travel like that. You want me to pay more money to you, more money to this league, to this fucking team, to come see you play when that's the product I see on my own home ice? Are you kidding me? Get out of here. And I don't want to hear people complain like, well, the Sabres fans don't have to sell their tickets. Those Leafs fans are buying those tickets when single game tickets went on sale for the box office. These aren't Sabres season ticket holders selling their. If you think we have that many season ticket holders, you're dumb. You're an idiot. You're stupid. We don't. The whole lower bowl was full of blue and white jerseys. Are you kidding me? Those tickets are sold to the Leafs fans from the box office before the season even fucking starts. And we're going to sit here and complain about us. Why are we doing it? Because we have no reason to. We're out of it again. These are unmeaningful games again. If this was a meaningful game, if we had a team on the ice when stuff like that happened at the end of a game, they show some guts. Guts over glory, whatever the fucking right terminology or cliche say it is. If you would show us that you have a pulse out there and you play for each other and you out there and you realize how much this means to us, if you could just acknowledge how much you guys mean to us out there, instead throw your little pity parties during this season. Oh, we're not going to salute the fans because they chanted boo, fire Granado. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Just sit here and ask us to travel to see you on the road when you can't even fucking play. You have a below 500 record at home for 2 seasons now. You're going to tell me to come travel, pay more money than I'm already paying to see you on the road? Are you kidding me? It's unreal, man. That is unreal. Just the lack of awareness in a comment like that. Kiss my ass. They could trade you tomorrow, man. Making a comment like that. Holy shit. The lack of awareness. The frustration of 13 years. 13 years of not seeing a playoff series. 13 years of just miserable, meaningless hockey in March and April. Last year was the first time we had meaningful games. We had meaningful games this year for like a week and a half. And you have the audacity to make a comment like that. You can kiss my ass, Dylan Cousins. Why don't you put the puck in the net, bro? Put the puck in the net when you have an open net. Come sit here and talk to us about, please travel and come see us. Pay for the ticket then, the workhorse from Whitehorse. Pay for my ticket. Yeah, I'll come see you. Come see middle class, blue collar citizen Buffalo to come pay you to come see Carolina. Yeah, back in 06, 07, 05, 06, we'll travel to Carolina because that team played their hearts out every night. Never gave up a single shift. We'll travel for that team. That team that Alex Tuck grew up loving. That's the team we'll travel for. This team, fuck no. Absolutely not. Give me a reason on home ice to want to travel to see you. It's the lack of awareness with comments like that. Just unbelievable, man. Unfucking believable. Let's get to your comments. It's over. Yeah, it's been over, Kevin. The Sabres team is a disgrace. Sad to see the franchise this way. Bunch of wimps getting embarrassed at home in front of 15,000 Leafs fans, and a melee breaks out and nobody really fights. They are all hugging at a big hug fest. They're all hugging. It was great. Greenway and power play 1 is poor coaching. Nothing left to say. Pathetic 0 for 6. Second power play unit looks feeble. Skinner, Cousins, Quinn lacks skill, talent, drive, poor puck man. Quinn shouldn't even be out there. He's not healthy. Was it the second goal or was it the first? No, the first goal. It was a Varus goal. The drop pass to nobody. He shouldn't even be out there. He's not 100%. Shouldn't be out there. Shut him down the rest of the season. Cousins' comments show the team isn't passionate. What will the wake-up call for Adam? Shaking my head. They had their chances but couldn't score. 0 for 6 on the power play and really didn't play with any kind of urgency. They had lots of chances on 5-on-5. They did. But 0 for 6 in the power play is inexcusable in a must-win game. Whatever glimmer of playoff hopes that you might have, that's inexcusable. Absolutely inexcusable. Why is Quinn playing so poorly? Injured. Sit him down. Cousins' goal drought is atrocious. Team lacks talent, scoring, touch, finesse. These losers will probably not even go 3 or 4 of the last 7 games. Mauricio, Cousins, Paterka, Tuck had high danger scoring chances all night. Talent deficiency from Peter Fitzgerald. Every single team in the Eastern Conference playoff race lost today. Another blown opportunity. Yeah, the out-of-town scoreboard went our way tonight. All the teams we needed to lose lost. And, of course, you can't take advantage. Yeah, I don't care if teams play back-to-backs. We get it, man. We get it. It's a tough situation, especially against a team like the Leafs. A team that is high, but they were playing Ilya fucking Samsonov in net. We made him look like Vasilevsky and Shesterkin and Hellebuck. We made him look like UPL tonight. It was Samsonov. He's a backup goalie in this league. A backup. And you made him look like fucking Dominic Hasek. Like, literally. Unreal, man. Absolutely unreal. You made that guy look like the next coming of Patrick Waugh and Dominic Hasek combined tonight, the way you play tonight. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. And not to mention they were missing Mitch Marner. And they gave you 6 power plays. 6 power plays. 6. He went 0 for 6. I hate losing to the fucking Leafs at home. Yeah, I mean, maybe if JJ could bury his chances, it would have been nice. Yeah, JJ was probably their best forward tonight. What about Cousins' chances? Guy cannot score. Duane, explain to me the power play deficiencies. Coaching is atrocious. Matt Ellis must go. Nobody even knows who's running the power play. It's Ellis. It's Granado. Who fucking knows, man? It's unbelievable. But, like, near the top of the list of why this team didn't make the playoffs is their inability to even have possession in the offensive zone on the power play, let alone score. From new listener, BJC488, thanks for joining on the program. What's the end game with this team? Is it just a coaching change, or what else is going to give them some resilience? I think it's a combination of a lot of things. At the end of the day, the onus is on the players. The players have to execute whatever game plan Granato and the staff is giving them. Whether they respect that game plan or not, I don't know. I think the staff is going to be gutted. I think Granato will start the season behind the bench with a new staff. He should. Ellis cannot return. These guys cannot return, and they should know it. You cannot bring this coaching staff back. You cannot. I get Granato coming back. I understand the dynamic, the reasoning for it. But you cannot not bring the rest of his staff back. You need experience. You need a guy on that bench like Lindy Ruff. You put Lindy Ruff on that bench. Watch how Granato quickly changes the way he coaches his game. You want to know why? Because he knows, man, if I have a start next season like I did last season, shit, man, Lindy Ruff is right there to take over this team. Or you bring in a guy like Mike Pike. He ain't leaving the Rangers, though, for this. He was, no chance. But it's unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable. I really don't know what the end game here is, because this team does have a ton of talent. Regardless of what some of you say in the chat, there is talented players on this team. They have two phenomenal goaltenders with such bright futures. They have a great two top defensive pairing. I genuinely think they have a good combination somewhere in there in their top six. They just got to figure that out. But I don't know, man. You lean on Granato as a development coach. That's great. He can develop talent, and we've seen it, especially with guys like Tage Thompson. But for fuck's sakes, that can only get you so far. At some point, things like accountability and leadership, and just, I don't know if he has those qualities. I'm not behind the scenes. I'm not in the locker room. You can only take what you can take what the players say sometimes with a grain of salt, because sometimes maybe the coach is soft on him. That's why they love him. Maybe they don't make him work hard in practice. Maybe that's why they love him. Those things could all come into account. You don't really know. I'm not there at practice to see how hard their practices are. I'm not there in the locker room or away from the ice to see how hard they're being forced to work away from the ice. I don't know. They could be doing all those things. Who knows? I think it's a combination of a bunch of things. I think it's going to take more than even trading Casey Middlestat to send a message, because clearly that did it. I really don't have an answer to that question. Sorry, BJC 488. From KC Mule, Middlestat must be feeling pretty awesome right now. Yeah, the Colorado Avalanche just clinched a playoff spot. So, it must feel really good for him. And from John G. Hey, John, thanks for tuning in. Another new listener. Shout out to you. I'm glad the Leafs took over. They deserve the shame. Fuck this soft team. Granato could give a shit in his post-game interview. Burn it the fuck down already. From Josh Allen Fan Club, the Sabres are the biggest jokes in all of sports. From intern Joey. What's up, Joey? Makes it even worse that almost every player on the ice is at the time was 6'4". Yeah, you had some of your biggest players on the ice. And just no response. I don't know, man. It's inexcusable to me. I don't know. I really don't. From KC Mule, it's something if we could get that support like the one on the road someday, it would be great. The quote from Dylan Cousins. I already went off about it, man. I'm not going to go off about it again. That the lack of awareness with a remark like that after a loss to the Leafs, nonetheless. No, this was no effort, no sense of desperation, no will to win. This was a Leafs fest from the puck drop to the final horn. On top of that, the broadcast was insufferable, absolutely insufferable. You're right, Duane. It was a Sabre player. I would be pissed off if asked. You're right, Duane. If I was a Sabre player, I would be pissed off if I was asked about the Leafs fans. Yeah, I understand, you want support for your out-of-town games, I guess. You see that type of support. But, here's the thing. The Leafs are a good team. They make the playoffs. They're near the top of the standings. They have a guy on their team that's an absolute superstar, face of the league. They have Mitch Marner, multiple 100-point guys on this team. Exciting, reasons to travel. I would love to travel because of Rasmus Dahlin and Devin Levi and UPL and Alex Talk and Tage Thompson and Dylan Cousins. I would love that. but like they're not winning games. They don't win enough. There's too many times you question effort and coaching and things of that matter to want to travel, like spend even more money. That comment infuriates me. If the coaching staff is still here next year, we riot. Embarrassment. The fact that they wear RJ patches on their jersey is such a disrespect to his name. I'm not going to comment on that because I have my own feelings. I'm just not going to make those public. I greatly appreciate your passion you're doing. Thank you, M. Fisher 387. New listener. I haven't seen you in the comments yet, so thanks for popping in. When they play like this, from NZ, Duane, you are the best. Thanks, Bad. You are the only one who tells it like it is. You are one of us. Tired of being lectured by pompous talking heads that we need to grow up or stop being negative enough. No, like give me a reason to be positive. Give me reasons to feel positive about the direction of this franchise. From Lincoln, I traveled 7 hours in a blizzard to watch them get embarrassed in Edmonton. Jersey went on the ice. Good. Jerseys need to go on the ice at home. Do it on fan appreciation night. Screw them. Don't even accept the jerseys off their backs. This team sucks. I'm so over these fucking losers. I think Cousins meant that they were good enough someday to have fans travel to see them. Some days isn't good enough, Kevin. It's not. That 06-07 team where you had fans driving to Florida, Carolina, down even to Dallas. Like that. I'm not saying they traveled like Bills Mafia, but that team was exciting. Even when they were losing, they were exciting. They were never out of a game. They left it all on the ice every single night. I'm not saying that is always the case with this team. But again, I mentioned there's so many times you question effort. I'm not saying that was the case tonight. I don't really think you question effort tonight. I think they did play hard. But 0 for 6 on the power play. Not getting to the net, not crashing the net, not taking the beat. Like, did you see, like, our final shift out there before that melee? Like, you had players laying out blocking shots from Toronto to like secure the shutout for Samsonov. Like, they don't need to do that. They're up 3-0. They're almost guaranteed to win. But they're laying out, they're blocking shots, they're crowding shot lanes. Like, that's what I need. That's what I need on a night-to-night basis. And you don't always get it. At least, yeah, from what you guys think and what I see, you don't always get it. They should have feel ashamed this season. It was dedicated to RJ, and they play like this. Team is a reflection of the shitty coach, Mr. Passive. Fire Donnie dipshit. Those ESPN announcers were low-key Leafs fans. They were. Fuck these hopeless losers. I got to put you on mute for a second, Dylan. Let you calm down. From Kevin, softest team in the league. I'm sick of it. From Brodo, new listener. Thanks for popping in. You could tell that one team was ready for the playoffs and the other was ready for golf. Sad to see. From Donald Sparazzo, when the fans show more passion than the team itself, that's a joke. An absolute joke is what it is. From Blake, Krebs not taking advantage of the opportunity. I have a feeling we may be talking about a third-line center a lot this summer. Yeah, he hasn't taken advantage of anything. You know, it is what it is, guys. Maybe he's your fourth-line center for the rest of his whatever career here in Buffalo. He might be on the outside looking in this offseason. Sabres from another new listener. Thank you, DJ Nick Ryan. Sabres couldn't even hit the net on the power play. How are you in the NHL and can't even put the puck on net? I know. Note that Samsonov was in the AHL for a good portion of the year. Granato and or Ellis need to go. Love it. Bring back Lindy. I'm on that train too. At least Matthews hit 60 on home. Should just put this. I should just put this. I got to screenshot this right here because this is such a true fact. It is, and it is. It's such a true fact. He hit he hit goal number 60 on home ice tonight. He really did. I remember my girlfriend was like, I said all the Sabres fans are leaving, and she goes, "What? All three of them?" And it's true. So true. So true. I think it's almost an accomplishment to go 0 for 6 on the power play. From Kev Norman. Don't we see? I love how Byram played fast for the first 3 to 4 games. Then the coaching staff got to him, and the fast pace is gone. I'm so embarrassed to be a Sabres fan at this point. Between Dylan's remarks, the salute boycott, they don't represent this city. Can you imagine the 90s Sabres bitching about the fans booing? An absolute disgrace. We didn't really boo them that often because even if they were losing, even if they were having a tough season, even if things weren't going their way, they still played with heart and, they played as a team and they left it all on the ice every single year. Those years, 100%. And I'm not saying that this team doesn't do that more often than not, but I think there have been a lot of times, not a lot, sometimes where you kind of look at the effort and you're like, what are we doing here? Enemy how this team has Leafs fan, so I'm not too educated on the Sabres, but can someone explain how this team hasn't taken the respect all you Sabres fans, by the way. I respect the Leafs fans too, man. Like they're passionate. They're a passionate bunch. They haven't won a cup since 1967. I don't think they've been to the finals since 67. I don't think, so I respect the hell out of Leafs fans. Guys like Steve Dangle, who, kind of inspired me to bring back this podcast. Like, yeah, I respect the hell out of you, and I appreciate the comment. How I haven't turned the corner because I think you have a big issue with upper management. These first-time head coaches that continue to fail you. I think that's kind of where your problem lies, most specifically. For me, it's that most definitely. I mean, I'm ready for a retread coach, somebody who, he holds players accountable and isn't afraid to hurt people's feelings. I think that's a big problem on this team. From Lincoln, ton of talent, no direction. They need a proven NHL caliber coach. Yes, I truly do believe there is a lot of talent on this team. A lot of talent. Granado rinsed all the Colorado off of Byram. You're not wrong. Duane, please enlighten me. Adams need to trade Cousins ASAP. I don't really know how I feel about that because I think when Dylan Cousins is playing his game and plays that style that we saw pretty much every year before this season, he's a very effective player and draws a lot of comparisons to guys like Mike Pekka, a more skilled version of Mike Pekka. But I don't know what this is that we've saw this year. I really don't. I don't know if it's that from the Hathaway fight, if he's snake bitten from that. I don't know. I really don't. Why can't some of the guys battle and go to the net like Benson? This little guy isn't afraid to go to the net. Yeah, every single game. Benson is fearless, man, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Good thing Terry Pagula didn't watch that game. How embarrassing. Should have hired Lindy Ruff years ago. How do we get Rempe on this team? You don't. I think he's become a mythological creature for the Rangers and that fan base. So I don't think and there's a lot of good and bad that comes with Matt Rempe. Don't get me wrong. There's some cool stuff that comes with him, but I would like 50% of what he brings in just one of these players. No adjustments during the game is a fireable offense. 100% agree there. Anyone else get the Skinner 1000th game email just now? Oh, God, I can't wait to see this on Twitter. That's funny that they're advertising that after that embarrassing loss. Management and coaching is the answer. We have not taken the step. Agreed. Circus Act, Barnum and Bailey Matthews goals. Byram lost his stick, flat tire, plus UPL lost his stick too. It was funny. You have to laugh. I was laughing my ass off when Byram's stick just like exploded, like a ghost just broke it. This team just blows. Watching Samsonov salute the Leafs filling the arena was totally a gut punch. I agree with you there. I follow you on X, Duane, and your tweets get me through the misery. I was a season ticket holder back in the 06-07 days. I can't take it anymore, man. We went from constant solids on home ice to a fucking funeral home. Yeah, and I appreciate the support, John G, both on Twitter and, of course, here. And, if you listen to the podcast, I appreciate it. But I feel your pain, man. I really, really do. I feel all of your pain. They may miss the play. It's a comment. That is funny. That is funny. He's not a talented, decent 3C. Can't pay $7 million for a 3C. Again, I hope he rebounds this year. Gets back to what he was last year when we were all so confident that he was a second line center. but I don't know. So I'm not willing to give up on Dylan Cousins. I'm really not. You need to go off on Donnie when he's on GR. They won't take my phone call. I can promise you that. Cousins is squeezing his stick so hard this season. He really can't handle the pressure of his contract. It's obvious they misjudged him. He's talented but immature. I think that guy needs to move in with like a veteran, like, you know what I mean? How like rookies tend to move in, like how Eichel did with Matt Molson. They need to find a guy who's been through everything and anything in this league and just tell him to bunk up with him for a season. You know what I mean? Or find a coach that can be a good mentor and to give some tutelage to Dylan Cousins. Matt Ellis, does he have dirt on Donnie, Kevin, or Terry? Can I go on your show and go on a rant? I'll shake some leaves blow. My last remark, but watching this franchise was a major part of my life. Became the biggest joke of professional sports. Is incredibly heartbreaking. It's not hyperbole. I long for the old days. Yeah, listen, man. This hockey team is the reason I got involved with hockey. You know what I mean? Hockey was a big reason why I developed a lot of the relationships and friendships I have somewhat to this day. So it's been a big part of my life. And sometimes I don't know where I'd be without it. And it was all started because of this team. You know, my first hockey card was Brad May. My first jersey was Pat LaFontaine. I became a goalie because of Dominic Hasek. I idolized the guy. I feel like I'm repeating the rant at this point. You know, my life in hockey was started because of Sabres hockey. It just was. And to see this team and this franchise fold like a chair over the last decade plus, every single year, really, except for maybe last year, they still missed playoffs. It's disheartening. It's heartbreaking. It makes you just want to quit. It really does. I won't quit, but it makes you want to quit. And I just don't really know how much we as fans can even handle this and take this. And then to see Austin Matthews score number 60 tonight, and all the fans are ready for it. See the big 60 balloons, fans with it written on their chests, spelling out Matthews' name on their shirts. You know, traveled out here just for that, filled our barn, and like just adding insult to injury, just the lack of heart and aggression, like there at the end of the game, just very, very, very disheartening. And honestly, I really just don't know if I want to continue talking about it. So at least we won't be able to close the playoffs, so GM can't blame injuries and will be forced to make offseason moves to fill roster holes. Yeah, we would hope. This team can't take another year of this coaching staff. Yeah, I don't disagree with you, Robert, but I think you guys have to accept that Don Granato is going to be here next year. He is. And it's sad. I know that the thought process is that Terry Pegula doesn't want to pay another coach to not coach for him. But that's just where we're at. And I think Donnie's probably going to get 10 to 15 games next year to right the ship. And then I would hope that there's somebody on the staff. Some might think it might be Seth Appert. I really don't agree with that. I don't agree with another first-time NHL head coach. Please no. Please no. It's just failed so many times. Failed so many fucking times. You want to bring up as an assistant? Sure. But just let him continue to do what he's been doing in Rochester. I don't know. This coaching staff needs to be studied. Glad I didn't renew my season tickets, but hey, at least we get a new scoreboard. Terry dropped off the balloons. He might have. Donnie needs to start packing his bags. It's looking for his next development coaching gig. All these points are valid, guys. All these points are valid. All I know is that I can't handle how much this rivalry between the Sabres and the Leafs just doesn't exist anymore. The fan base isn't really behind it anymore. Guys like me, we're still out there, but just what this was, especially for the younger generation, like of Sabres fans, like they're not as into it as we used to be, as I still am, as my dad, and whereas and people before him, and just it sucks. Really, really sucks. And to hear comments like what Dylan Cousins said about fans traveling, I'm not saying like a shot at the fans, but it's like total lack of awareness of what we've been through. And I understand this team doesn't is not at fault for all 13 years of this, but you carry the weight of it. You carry the weight of it. It doesn't matter if it's not all your fault. You are carrying the weight of it with us. And you gave us reasons to feel last year that this was all going to be different this season, that it was finally going to be fucking over with. And this shenanigans about not saluting the fans early in the year. I don't look at last game with that what her name is on Twitter who brought up that talking Greenway didn't salute the fans. They were hugging Levi during like that. That was nothing. That was nothing. That's nothing to you. That's a big nothing burger from last game. And people who look into that and think there's something there, there's not anything there. They were literally hugging Levi, congratulating him while the other players were already saluting. And by the time they got them congratulating Levi, the salute was over and they were getting off the ice. Like, what do they do? Salute him by himself? Like, no. They're congratulating their goaltender. So that is literally nothing to even look into. But those shenanigans earlier in the season about not saluting fans because they were angry about just Charmin soft bullshit, man. Charmin soft bullshit. Just the lack of awareness from guys. Just like, dude, like you how miserable this is. We don't make the kind of money you guys do. We don't. We choose to spend our hard-earned money on coming to see you play hockey. And then we constantly at the end of seasons get let down and have to watch other teams compete for a cup that we've only gotten 2 opportunities to win. In 70, 71, and 98, 99. Only 2 really good opportunities. One that was stolen from us in 05, 06 because of injuries. But we've really only gotten close 3 times. 3 times. I don't know. It's the lack of awareness with shit like that, man. All I know is, man, you don't have to compare yourself to teams past, but leaders on past Sabres teams, even the tank team, like I don't think they would have said shit like that about not, you know what I mean? Like there were comments made about fans booing during the I shouldn't say the tank team, but like teams of the past, like no, stop, just stop. I don't know. I'm going and I don't give a fuck. I'll play for free and play with more passion. Love to hear it. Mauricio, Duane, how do 15,000 Leafs fans enter the arena where is Sabres fan support? Win and you'll get support. Win consistently, play even when you're not winning, play with as much heart as you possibly can, and these fans will stick with you. They will. I can promise you that. And I'm not saying that was like that wasn't like what it was tonight. I think there was plenty of effort tonight, but there's just areas of the game where you fell quite short. Special teams be at the top of that list. I appreciate that. I'm Fisher, but I don't know, man. That being said, guys, I'm gonna log off here. Appreciate you guys always sticking with me at your event. Wish I could say it's been fun. I wish I really could say it was fun, and it wasn't fun. I hate the Leafs so much, man. I really fucking do. I hate them so much. I love their fans. I hate the team. It doesn't matter who's in the team. Second you put that sweater on, I hate you. And it just sucks. Just remember, this is brought to you by Fatty Beer Company, Western Europe's premier American and tap room, with 300 different beers to choose from. Maybe someday 800. 300 beers to choose from in 8 different Western Europe locations. You can find them at Fatty Beer on Instagram and Twitter, fattybeer.com. They are both kid and dog friendly. I've had my dog there tons of times. There's always a great atmosphere at any Fatty Beer location you go to. If you go there during Sabres home games, to their downtown location on Genesee Street, if you are a Mug Club member, which if there is availability, I highly suggest it. It's worth every penny if you like the types of beer they offer. You become a Mug Club member, you get 2-for-1 drafts on all day on Sabres game days for home games. So at their downtown Genesee location, go check them out. And live music, entertainment, trivia at all 8 locations throughout the week. Just really, really good times whenever I go there. And of course, Buffalo Logo Apparel. Again, I said at the top of the show, if you're just tired of, supporting a team that doesn't win, you can support the past teams that did win. The 39 Letterman hat available, goated, available at buffalogo.com, at buffalogo.co on Instagram and Twitter. So, I mean, this really doesn't do it justice, the embroiderment, and ignore the dog hair, sorry. But it doesn't really do it justice. The embroidery here is elite. The people who did this, fantastic. They have an RJ two-tone hat on there too. Same concept, says RJ, and instead of the Ashik helmet, you got a little headset. RJ headset's pretty cool. Comes in both blue and gold and red and black. And then the GOAT shirts, hats, and hoodies, long sleeves, now available in long sleeves. Go check them out, and they'll be carrying our merchandise soon as well. So at Buffalogo Co. on Instagram and Twitter, buffalogo.com, at Fatty Beer on Instagram and Twitter, and Facebook, fattybeer.com. I am Duane from Two Goalies, One Mike, signing off. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Thank you for joining me tonight. To all our new viewers and new listeners who are popping on tonight, thank you. Make sure you subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Find us Two Goalies, One Mike on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Like I said, I already said Apple, Spotify, Facebook, Instagram. I keep repeating myself. Sorry. Just really frustrated. But please make sure you subscribe and like us. Leave a comment. Leave a review. Really helps with the show. You guys enjoy your weekend. Have a good Easter. I'll hang up and listen. As always, let's go Sabres.